Hello, everybody. It's a podcast one. Fandom Flux
Hey,
podcast.
what's up?
Don't know why I'm so
Welcome
zoned
to
out. It's a little weird.
the Fandom Flux podcast episode something.
Focus
207.
up.
Yeah.
Knew that at least. So, hi, I'm Casey. Okay.
Some of us are awake.
I don't know what
know,
happened. Like, literally, I was fine until I joined the call, and then it just...
Like it's 8 a.m. where I'm at, so you have no reason to complain at all.
I was up till 3
Yeah. So
for no reason, admittedly, but... Got the final score of the Super Bowl, so that was a thing. So we... Kenchi.
Hi, I'm Kenchi618. Apparently the most awake person in this podcast right now, which is really weird. I really shouldn't be. I really shouldn't be.
0.
hi everybody, I'm back after not being on the podcast officially for a while because school is a monster that I must defeat.
You're a king without a crown. He was complaining about not having a crown on the Discord server because he doesn't own it. I do.
No. Very. No one knows what that means.
It means you own the server.
Yeah.
Hover your mouse over the crown, it'll tell you.
Shut up, Slicer. I wasn't asking you.
So yeah, he's here. Slice is here.
Yeah, I'm awake too. It's nice. Getting that right amount of sleep.
Cool.
Yeah.
Patient.
Hello, everyone. I slept perfectly last night.
Your voice is too soothing right now.
Okay, so I guess I'll have to talk because my voice is not soothing at all.
No, it's not. It's scratchy and weird. I
Good.
Go ahead, Zero.
Uh, so it's been a while since I've been on, but I may have there's a show that I heard some things about, and so I watched it. Yeah, that's right. I watched all of Inuyashiki, and Inuyashiki, boy, that's really good. I heard lots of good things about it. Basic premise is there's this like 58-year-old man who, he's moved into this small house with his wife and his kids who don't really care about him or pay him much mind, and he just kind of has a pretty depressing life.
It's not Inuyasha.
That's what he said, right?
Inuyashiki.
Yeah, that's what I
Inuyashiki.
typed. It's Inuyasha.
I don't want you to get the link done wrong. Because I know, knowing you won't care. So, Inuyashiki.
I like how he knows me. It's nice.
So this guy, he learns from the doctor that he has stomach cancer, and that he has 1 month left to live. And he tries to call every member of his family, but nobody picks up, and nobody seems to necessarily care. And he gets very depressed, realizing that they probably wouldn't cry if he died. Thankfully, he has his dog, and his dog is the best dog ever. So he goes to the park to cry with his dog, and then a UFO crashes into the park and kills him and another person. And the aliens are like, okay, we just killed 2 lower life forms. This is not good. We gotta fix them, and then we gotta get out of here. And we only have weapon parts, so we're doing it. But no, that's dangerous. Why would we ever? No, we're doing it. Gotta get out of here. And so, when he wakes up, he is now like a super powerful cyborg who wants to go help people. And it's a very well done anime, very moving story, very well written. I would highly recommend it. In addition, I also watched this like small show called Hamilton. Or rather, listen to it.
Oh God.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, I know it's very obscure, very niche. Uh, it's good, pretty good.
That's all he's got, Casey.
It's really good. I might be now responding to people by posting links to Hamilton songs. I'm becoming Casey, and it's annoying, and it's hurting me.
After Casey went like 15 minutes going through JoJo last week, that's all you got for Hamilton?
My soul is crushing under the weight of knowing how similar to Casey I am becoming. But it's very good. I really do like history, and I did 6 years of theater and acting, like stage plays, and I did musical theater. So the first 5 seconds hooked me because they had like a specific sound that I really like, and that's kind of all I really need in certain songs. And so I listened to it, and then I stopped listening to it for a while, and then Casey got kind of upset, so I kept listening to it. Yeah, I really like the last 2 songs. Just really bring it home for me, and I really love them very much. I don't know what else to really say that will make Casey happy, because apparently I'm doing that now.
We friends.
Sure.
Oh, thanks.
Okay. Other than that, I expect Casey will continue to make his way through JoJo.
Yeah, I plan to.
Because now he got that very like catharsis moment in the public Discord, but we were responding with lines from Hamilton. So
Moment? That was more than a moment, dude. That's been the past week.
Okay. Yeah. You waited so long for this, and now you have it.
Yeah.
I also watched. Can't remember the full title, but Takagi-san. Takagi-san, which is what I've seen pictures and stuff from Crunchyroll posting it. It's just kind of a cutesy, well, not really cutesy, but it's just kind of a cute little sort of almost romance where you have the one girl who's always teasing the one guy and just kind of screwing with him, and she like really actually likes him, but I really wish he would stop messing with me. So it's just kind of a fun little show. Also, Digimon Hacker's Memory, Digimon Cyber Sleuth Hacker's Memory. It's really good. Like, I was in a really big Digimon mood when I was playing it, and I was just shouting Digimon, digital monsters, Digimon are the champions at people.
What the fuck is your problem?
Sometimes Digimon, you just need Digimon in your life.
I dispute that, but sure.
As a fan of Digimon, I don't think I've ever gone that far.
I am a fan of it as well, but I've rather come to dislike the dub butchered it.
You know, I don't care what you guys think.
So today we learned
Digimon.
every now and again Zero goes, Agumon, I need you right now. And it just goes on a bit of a bender. That's,
You are terrible, Casey.
Yeah, it's War Greymon. God, you're right.
Oh, please, you like some big. Come on.
Okay.
I had a War Greymon toy when I was a kid, and I loved the crap out of that. It was great. War Greymon's great. He's the coolest. Shut up. Okay?
No, it's not. Gurumon's the best. He's a wolf. Ass.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
War
See,
Greymon throws
These are
stuff at me.
facts. These are
I
facts.
can maintain my smug
handed to
superiority,
you.
but Kenshi just engaged hard there, right?
It doesn't matter anyways, because they fuse to become Omnimon in the end anyways, so yeah. Oh yeah, so Cyber Sleuth is actually, like, Hacker's Memory, it's very well written. Like, it uses a lot of stuff from Cyber Sleuth 1, but it uses it in interesting ways, I feel. And the writing alone is worth it because it tells a very different story and one that I really enjoy. Also, there's more Digimon now than ever, and yes, I must Digivolve them all.
Get the one that throws poop.
You know what? You might be surprised, but having one of those in your party, like, they have a passive ability that increases experience gained. And then you throw
There's
on a
also,
few
like,
other
5
items.
different varieties of them, if memory serves.
Yeah, you get the Platinum Numemon, you throw all those special USBs on it, so that the Tactician USB, so it gets all the experience up, so then you go from getting like 2,000 experience to getting like 10,000 experience, and everything's leveling up, and then you can Digivolve faster, you can get that API up, you can get that cam up real quick, it's all gonna be all good. Yeah.
Here's the thing. When I had Digimon World on PlayStation 1, and every time something I had with Digivolve and Numemon, I would just think to myself, where did I fuck up?
Yeah, no, I had that same Digimon World game, and I believe like it was like you have to clean up their poop or something, or else they just become poop. That's the logic there.
Like, if you don't take them to a toilet and just let them shit in the wild, they'll become shit.
That
Yeah.
actually makes some biological sense. Go figure.
There is if you want to play the new Digimon World game, that's also out on PS4. It's really good too. Just every need Digimon. I really need to play Digimon because it's just I have that itch. Like, Pokemon is great, but I've played so much Pokemon over the years and not enough Digimon. I need to balance the scales.
So when do you start playing Yu-Gi-Oh?
Never.
You know, I was playing a Yu-Gi-Oh mobile game for a long time. So
How about Card Fight Vanguard?
Never.
never. What do you think I am?
Future Card Buddy Fight?
Ew.
He said, ew.
Yeah.
Yokai Watch?
No, that's like playing Yokai Watch is blasphemy. So I don't believe in Yokai Watch because Pokemon is kind of way better than Yokai Watch.
Oh, he doesn't believe in Yokai Watch. I guess he's being haunted by a disbelievio or something.
See, it's that kind of logic that makes me hate Yokai Watch with a burning passion. It's like, you don't actually have problems. It's a yokai. Yeah, I wish I could get rid of my yokai.
Nothing is your fault. You're not a shitty person. They're just, yokai somewhere in your life.
Yep, that's it.
I hadn't really thought about it like that before, but yes, that is kind of a problem.
And that's what you teach kids, so sure. They'll just get rid of all the yokai and their parents, so they'll stop fighting.
So Patient just brought up Luna Lovegood, which... That's an unpleasant thought.
Yeah. No, I did not need that crossover.
Okay. Now we get to the obligatory part where I look up crossovers between Harry Potter and Yokai Watch.
Anyway, I also played Season 1 of the Batman Telltale game, because why not?
I haven't gotten around to that yet.
And it's okay. I mean, I had some problems with it, but it's okay. In that game, you can just be like, you know what? I don't actually like you, Harvey Dent, because you'll become Two-Face. And then, boom, he becomes Two-Face, because you don't do anything for him. You create your own villains, or rather, you just want Two-Face to go around. So you're like, yeah, I'm not going to stop your face from burning off, because I want you to have that. That's a present from me.
Telltale game, though, so it's gonna happen anyway.
Now you can actually stop it so his face doesn't get burned off, and then he just looks kind of bruised, and that's really lame.
Weird.
But he still becomes Two-Face?
Yeah.
That's really lame.
Like, he doesn't go as far as, I believe, because, like, when I went, he had the full-on, like, multi-personality. I don't think he goes that far necessarily, but I don't know.
Also,
Yeah.
Yokai update. I'm so disappointed. There are, in fact, 2 crossovers between Harry Potter and Yokai Watch. Neither of them involve Luna in any way, shape, or form. That's
Well,
just...
then I guess you have to write that.
I don't,
Yes, you do.
but I
Yes,
can be
you
mad
do.
at the world for it not existing.
It is
Listen,
your responsibility.
Here's
now.
the thing: if you're still mad about it next week, either shut up about it or write it. That's my rule.
Personally, I would go for a different series, collectible monsters, for a crossover with Luna. But that's simply because I'm not familiar with Yokai Watch at all,
Neither
beyond
am
what we
I.
did for Anime Reflux.
Yeah, so I couldn't do the crossover anyway. What a shame. That's a shame.
So, I also played Blossom Tales: The Sleeping King on Switch because it's supposed to be a Zelda-like or something. And then I played, and it's literally A Link to the Past, but worse.
Oh,
Yeah, no, it does some things on its own, but boy, can you tell it's not as good. Like, just from how the world is designed, how the enemies are placed, it's yeah, I'm not a big fan of it, unfortunately. Yeah, the dungeons are also really lackluster. It's just, hey, make it through these rooms with spikes and don't hit any spikes, which never existed in any Zelda game because it was all about puzzles, and the whole dungeon was one big puzzle, which it didn't feel like in this game, which is a shame. Also updated my fic finally. Yay! I'm now 11 chapters into the story of how Roman Torchwick is going to try to not die.
Good luck with that, Roman.
And yeah, I think the only thing that really stands out in my memory right now, because I have a poor memory, is I went on a weird Photoshop rampage last night. Because
I saw your mix of Hamilton and Fox from Star Fox. That was weird. You're weird.
yeah, my friends and I were doing this generator thing. It's like, which character are you? And some people got multiple characters because they put their name in 2 different ways. And so I ended up fusing them. I got Hatsune Miku, and I combined, and then I put Blossom Hamtaro's face on Hatsune Miku. I was like, yeah, that's fine.
I got Mineta.
Yeah, some people in my friend group got that.
on your what?
Makes me sad.
Yeah. I think the one I'm proudest of is combining Waluigi and Twilight Sparkle for my friend Shaman, because that's a My Little Pony character with Waluigi. So how could I not create this masterpiece? So I'm gonna just show you guys real quick.
Easily,
Yes,
you can easily not do that.
So
I guess they're both purple, so it kind of works.
That's some lax criteria there, Slicer. That's
all it takes when you're doing crossover stuff.
yeah,
He's not wrong.
I just didn't want to do my homework, so I started photoshopping everything, and it was a lot of fun. That's it for my week, I guess. Oh wait, one last thing. The Han Solo trailer thing came out. I have little interest in actually seeing that, but I kind of want to see what they do with it.
Well, I watched the trailer and I didn't see a single glimpse or mention of the Force, so I'm probably going to see it.
like Marvel has a nice positioning when it comes to doing the whole hey multi-film franchise thing, because there's a lot they can do with that. Yes, superhero tends to be the overarching theme, but there's a lot of different ways you can play that. Star Wars, there is a very real risk of just fatigue with that series.
Oh yeah. Because I remember when I first was like, oh yeah, they're doing a Han Solo movie. I'm just like, But I know how his story ends. Why do I need to know about him from before? Right? Pick a different character.
That's how I feel about Krypton.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's hard to sell me on a prequel. Yeah, that's it for my week.
Patient? Are you able to talk? I know you've got people in the background.
Just give me a couple of minutes and I'll be ready.
Alright, I'll go next then, I guess, because I don't have much. We tried to stream. It went disastrously bad. It went bad.
Well, I mean, it worked for like an hour and a half.
Yeah, it worked for quite a while, and it was XCOM, and Chopper was screaming and very upset.
Turns out XCOM doesn't do well with the streaming so much, because, saving took like a minute every time it saved, and because we were doing Iron Man, it saved every turn. And then it crashed in the middle of saving to the point where my system locked up entirely. I couldn't even stop streaming. So, yeah, had to force quit literally everything. And we come back, and oh, look, it crashed while we were saving, so it corrupted the save file.
It's okay.
It wasn't pleasant.
It's okay.
So, yeah, probably gonna try XCOM 2 next time. Hopefully that one works better for it, and we will probably be doing, let's call it a soft Iron Man run, where we just only save occasionally, like in case things crash, and don't ever load, and that's pretty much it. But yeah, that was really, really annoying.
It was not great.
Yeah. Spent the day downloading and installing all that stuff so that we could do the stream, and it just breaks immediately. And yeah.
Fuck your plans.
Yep. So that was a thing that happened. So Malachi in the Discord has been, I think it was Malachi, talking about playing Dragon's Dogma and stuff. I thought I should give that a second go. Like, part of the reason I stopped playing it was because the mod support was there, but complicated because of how the game files were set up. So you could only have one. So there were a bunch of these little compilations of different mods that people preferred to have. And there wasn't one that appealed to me because almost all of them had, like, game-breaking cheats in them. Like, you can jump twice as high, and you have no carry limits, and infinite stamina, and all stuff like that. It basically breaks the game. So
What's wrong with the carry limit one? That sounds useful to me.
a lot of how the gameplay works is based in the carry limit. Like, it's got Dark Souls carry limits, basically. So
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
the more you have, the slower you move, and things like that. And there are puzzles or challenges where, like, it will give you a really heavy thing that you need to take out of a cave, and then monsters will attack. So all of a sudden you have to fight with a way slower and heavier movement.
Right. Okay.
So, yeah, I wasn't a fan of that. That all of the mods just basically got rid of that. So, yeah, I looked up mods, and there are better ones now that allow you to actually have a challenge in the game, which I appreciate. So, taking another crack at that. That's pretty much all I got. Like I said, I haven't got much this week. So, Patient, how you doing?
Pretty well. I've been... I mean, it hasn't been all that eventful of a week for me. Just...
Run along.
Just mostly some of the same. Enjoying writing, some games. Just another pleasant weekend.
Matthew, if you need to top on, right? I can turn this down.
1 second.
His people needed him. He returned to his own planet.
Sorry about that.
Sorry.
No,
He's back.
where was I? There really hasn't been much of note going on this week. I could comment on the Super Bowl, but I'm not really a sports sort of guy. So, I'm happy that the team that my parents were rooting for won, but
Yeah.
Woo! I'm happy that
Yeah.
that the team I was rooting against lost because they're cheating assholes. Basically. So.
I'm happy that my parents made a lot of Super Bowl food.
Also good.
Yeah, if nothing else, if there's one thing I do enjoy about the Super Bowl, though, it's the commercials. I mean, the companies always seem to save their absolute best commercials for the Super Bowl.
Well, how much are the commercial slots for the Super Bowl now? $1 million.
Millions. Well, it's a spot where like literally half of the country will be watching, and then some
Yeah.
because of international audiences.
Like most of America's watching in a current day where people don't really watch TV as much as they used to. So,
So, yeah, there was that. But I wasn't honestly paying too much attention. Unlike Hornets, who was following it every step of the way, along with a few other of our fans, like Thomaster. He was rooting for the Patriots, and he was not happy.
And he can go without a ring for 1 year, damn it.
yeah.
Alright. Yeah, it really doesn't seem like there's been much going on this week. We've made a bit of progress with Strong Worlds, more brainstorming for things that are going to come, renegotiating stuff with people and things. Oh yeah, and on the handheld Yu-Gi-Oh app, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, there was a promotion going on for the past couple of weeks with one section that was only available for 1 week. Had to beat 5 opponents in a row, and last night I finally managed to beat the last one, which I hadn't managed before.
Nice.
Just in time for the event to expire and rob me of my reward.
Oh.
Oh,
Well, at least I managed to beat them.
I guess there's that, yes.
Yeah. I could have been giving it more attention in this past week than I was, but... Oh yeah, also, an old friend of fell out of contact with because they just stopped messaging me for the entirety of 2017. Well, apparently they were just getting their back together and they've contacted me, and so that friendship is officially rekindled, so that's nice.
That's good.
It's always nice.
Very. Things are going pretty well with my girlfriend and I. Some things going on, but we're still coming along nicely, and she's coming close to the point of finishing her preparations for the next chapters of 12 Red Lines, so that's going to be fantastic when we can get around to it. Let's see, what was there? Let's see. I do have a recommendation. There's that, but
That comes later.
that, yeah. I guess not. There. I really don't have too much else to say. So I'll leave it at that.
Zero, Waluigi's staring at me and I don't like it.
Good! Let him
You
see.
have the power to delete it.
I have the power to
Link, or is
repost
that
it.
just straight up an image? That's just straight up an image that you sent. Okay. You should upload that somewhere so I can link it.
Yeah.
It's surprisingly unnerving.
That's good. That's the point.
He's mad at me for some reason. I don't appreciate it.
Because he's not even as bad as Luigi is. He's like
Space
the
Pony
Luigi.
should not be that mad. You get to fly
like-
and you're a pony and you're in space. What's not to like?
But he's also Waluigi, who's also Luigi of the Lizard.
The background in that picture is the Earth being burnt up. So,
I don't know what that does to change the context. Does that make him, like, is this a victory pose? Or is this, like, oh no, the Earth has been burned up. Wow, I need to do something. I don't fucking know.
the Great Wa, Destroyer of Worlds.
Wow.
Here's the Link version.
Thank you.
There you go. Now you got two staring at you.
Oh, God.
Well, he got you there.
Yeah, thanks, Zero. Appreciate it. Ken, what you been doing?
Alright, well, let's see. What have I been doing? First of all, I think I finally fixed my car for good.
Well,
So there's that. We'll see. If that is indeed the case, then I am a 5-star man.
Wow.
okay.
Yeah. Fix cars.
Okay.
Let's see what else. In addition to that, I updated the X-Men story, Extraordinary Times again. That was the thing I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, writing comic book stuff is really fun. Like, it's
that's good.
really fun. Because, like, there's a lot of shit you can use. The possibilities are almost endless in either Marvel or DC, as long as you know what you're doing. It's pretty great.
It's true.
You're constrained by basically nothing. There's a character that can explain and help you do. There's a character you can use as a plot device for anything. It's fantastic.
Yeah. I'd probably agree with that. I mean, you need to know what you're looking for and what... Yeah. Research involved, but yeah, all the information is there. All the plot hooks are there.
So yeah, I'm kind of addicted to that now. Let's see what else we got up in here. Oh yeah, Super Bowl. So, Eagles won. Sorry if people haven't seen it. Yeah, fuck the Patriots. But also fuck the Eagles because I'm an NFC East team and we all hate each other. Like, more so than any other division. So, fuck the Eagles. I'm kind of conflicted because I hate the Patriots, but the Eagles won. And until now, Eagles were the only NFC team that hadn't won a Super Bowl. And it was fun to shit on them for that. I can't do that anymore. So I don't know what to do. I mean, I guess I could shit on them that they only have one, but that's an empty insult. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
I can do
no,
better
it's
than
like
that.
you only won.
You were
one
only the
Super
best
Bowl.
team in the world once, you scrub. Okay.
Yeah, I can't do that. But it's also hilarious. It's hilarious for several reasons. You see, my desired Super Bowl was Philadelphia, or not Philadelphia. It was either Philadelphia or Minnesota in the Super Bowl against Jacksonville. Because that would have been the memeiest Super Bowl of all time. It would have been either a backup quarterback in the Super Bowl on NFC side if Philadelphia or Minnesota had gotten it versus fucking Blake Bortles for the Jaguars. That would have been a hilarious game. Nobody would have watched it, but it would have been hilarious. But I didn't get that. I was resigning myself to fucking Tom Brady winning another goddamn, which didn't happen. So I'm happy about that. But again, the Eagles won. So it's like, do you want to stab yourself or do you want to poison yourself? Those are my choices here. Which one's more pleasant? So yeah.
Yeah.
And I didn't even really get to watch it because I had to work 12 hours yesterday.
Oh, ouch.
And that was supposed to be my day off.
See, I avoided working on Super Bowl Sunday because I work at a KFC. So,
Literally the worst place you could possibly work on Super Bowl Sunday, with the possible exception of the Super Bowl stadium.
Or sports bars and grills, I assume.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes. Yeah. The reason I had to work is because Sunday morning it decided to ice storm. So I got called in to do a 4-hour show that morning. Because that's what I do now. This is my life in winter. Constantly waiting to be called in for extra long newscasts. But hey, I'm alive and in one piece. It's Monday. It's the start of a new week. That's what we got. So yeah.
You're not in one.
Sometimes I want to be in one piece.
Yeah, in case people missed the joke from the cutoff, yeah, Patient just said the joke that everyone was thinking when Ken said he was in One Piece. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'd like to be in... Well, actually, no, I wouldn't like to be in One Piece because I can't swim. But then I guess you could just give me a devil fruit and balance that out anyway.
I was gonna
You
say, that
can't
doesn't
swim?
matter.
I cannot swim.
Really?
Yep. I mean, I probably can, but I'm never in water that's deep enough for me to actually have to.
How is
I
that
can
not
flip
like
but
that's mandatory to learn in school in this country?
Yeah, you see, it kind of was here too, only the way they taught it was complete shit, so most people didn't learn.
Casey, you live on an island. It would take me like 40 hours to get to the nearest large body of water.
That's a
Or the
valid
ocean.
point.
Yeah, the way they taught us here was they threw you in the water and made you like claw your way back to the side of the pool. That doesn't really help.
No, not so much.
Yeah, it's hey kid, get to the wall, or you're gonna drown. That doesn't really inspire swimming. So I can probably swim, but fuck if I'm ever gonna find out if I don't have to.
Fair enough.
So, yeah. Where was I? I totally forgot what I was talking about.
okay, I
Doing
did
a
too.
4-hour show or something?
Yeah, but I don't want to talk about that.
Oh yeah, we were
What else
talking
is-
about you being in One Piece, and that was what sparked that conversation.
Oh, yeah. Well, to go off on that train a little bit farther, I don't know. I'd take a devil fruit, because I can't really swim anyway. What would my devil fruit power be?
The
Hair.
power to grow hair on any surface.
Yeah,
No.
there was a guy that could do that, wasn't there? He
Yeah,
used
which
it
means
for
you can't
shit.
have it.
I
I
don't
mean-
believe that there was. I mean, okay, there was a guy who had a horn of hair that he kept pushing down and it kept growing elsewhere, but that wasn't a devil fruit. That was just weird.
So you're saying
yeah,
it's
that
open.
was the bull dude, right? Or something.
Wasn't he like one of Wapple's crew members?
No, that wasn't a devil fruit either.
Back on Drum
Okay,
Island?
there are a lot of people with weird hair in the One Piece world. There are a lot of people with weird hair in anime. Why am I surprised?
Yeah, wasn't it like the dude who's on Wapple's crew back on Drum Island who could do shit like that?
Okay, what he did, he had clumps of hair that stuck to his opponents like static cling. They just couldn't get them off, and that left them open for his companion Chess to light them on fire with fiery arrows. So,
That sounds awful.
Yeah.
Burning hair.
The smell.
So let's see.
So
Oh,
who
yeah,
was the
what
guy
else?
that had the hair spike that he would push down and it'd grow somewhere else?
his name was Lulu, believe it or not.
Right. Yeah, he
Yeah.
was on the good guy's side in the water.
He was a shipwright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Knew it was somewhere on that one. Yeah. Also, I love Patient getting a little bit impatient with her lack of knowledge on One Piece.
That's a long time ago, patient. Like, that is some stuff I have to dig back to think about. Like,
Now what?
Like,
now
you
what
dialed
gave you
it
the
back,
impression-
but it was like, no, that's not the guy. It was this. Oh, I appreciate it, though. Thanks, patient.
we've all got our specialties here.
Yeah.
Don't make him lose his patience.
We've all got our specialties.
Someone finally used that joke against him. I appreciate that.
Like, let's see, what's our specialties? Casey's specialty is Harry
Asshole.
Potter.
Fuck
Is
no.
it Harry Potter? What's your specialty?
I don't know.
Because my specialty is Naruto.
I'm pretty sure your specialty is hurting yourself.
That's my
Yeah.
secondary specialty.
SMT,
Just
I guess.
subclass.
Probably.
That's yours.
Probably. I mean, I don't actually write it anymore, but I know most about it.
What's Zero specialty?
Fairy tale.
Honestly, no. I don't think I really have too much of a specialty, but I guess if I were to write My Hero Academia, I'd know probably the most out of My Hero Academia out of any series right now.
Hmm.
If I were to have another specialty, I think I'd choose Gash Bell. It's really an underrated series. I'll keep saying that.
Well, it's true, so you can.
Yeah, it's a good series from what I remember.
Let's see. What's Slicer's? Slicer's specialty is porn.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's kind of an obvious one.
You know what I feel is an appreciated series? Metabots.
I remember watching that one on Saturday morning. Can't remember much about it though.
Freaking, I was talking about how I was in a Digimon mood now. I gotta go watch Metabots again, okay? I don't remember anything about it really, but I loved it. Because the main robot had like a cannon on his head, but like it was two guns that shot off in different directions. It's really stupid, and I love it.
Let's see, what else do I got? I don't know. That was a weird side tangent to take. Let's see. Oh, I can apparently bench 330 pounds now. That's the thing I can do.
Nice.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
I'm strong. And I have to test this out because my dad gave me a bunch of his old weights because he's getting too old to lift weights. So he gave them to me. So I have new weights to abuse in the basement. And let's see, what else has Kenshi got? I don't think there's much else. I think that's it. Yep. That's all for me.
Yeah.
I guess if I actually wrote anything for Hamilton, that would probably be a specialty. But I don't.
How can you specialize in something that's only been out a year? It's a play.
It's also
Because
based
I
on
know the
history.
script back to front.
If you know it well enough to make a good fanfic, you're a good fan. You're an expert.
Here's what you do. You start the story, but then Alexander Hamilton does something different. Boom. There
And
you
then
go.
Sonic shows up.
I mean,
Yeah,
I was
and
at
then
one point considering
correct.
doing like a video what if scenario of what if Angelica instead of Eliza. That was a thing I planned to do. Then I gave up on that because I didn't care that much. That's a lot
Write
of
a
work.
one. Write a one shot.
From the Rugrats? Or
You have got to be kidding me.
that is the only Angelica I know.
No.
Like, I imagine there would be a lot of conflict in that relationship. I guess.
You terrible person. Terrible.
Am I? I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know
Clearly.
Hamilton.
No, Angelica's a fully grown woman in
Yeah,
the play.
in the play, it's a love triangle between him and two sisters, and one gives way so the other one can have him.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's the thing. Happens in the play. Yeah.
You should
Anyway,
write a fic where George Washington is actually Goku.
I should not do that. I feel like that probably already exists.
Let's hope it doesn't. Maybe.
Searching
Please.
again. Slicer, what have you been doing this week?
Well, I've only done 2 things, and one of them I'm doing right now. Let's start with that one later because it's not depressing. I played Doki Doki Literature Club. Oh,
yeah,
God.
yeah, you did.
Oh God, that was a rough few days.
Yep.
I made a post about it in the Discord, but like that game hit me really hard.
Oh yeah, it did.
I'm the mom friend of my friends, so I'm kind of used to being the one people go to if they're depressed or considering doing things that they would regret forever. And so you can't think about failing when you're in that kind of situation. That's not an option. And the 100% failure rate in Doki Doki, that bothered me a lot. But it is a fun universe, and I don't regret playing the game. That's for sure.
Yeah,
It's quite fun.
the writing is just expertly done.
Oh yeah, it's very good. I will say I would like to see more meta games like that. Not like a lot of them, but just like a few more. Because it's like, what, this and Undertale is really the only
this
memorable ones right now?
Undertale One Shot is also a really good game. That's on Steam.
Oh, I didn't
relatively
realize that was
cheap.
meta.
Yeah, it is. In that one, the character in the game outwardly acknowledges you, and the game does a lot of puzzles with the game window. So,
okay.
and the files. So, I recommend that.
That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Away from that, I bought the DLC for Darkest Dungeon, and I've been modding files and then playing that. So, it's going well. Just to show you how bad my luck is, literally half my party, when I first started, had kleptomania. So, every single time I'd come across, like, some resources that I really need to build up my town, because I start with nothing, they would steal it. So, that was a fun few levels there. And that's really about it, honestly. Just playing those 2 and then reading a little bit. Nothing really stand out, and working.
Yeah, we'll have to do a stram of Darkest Dungeon at some point. To see whether your luck rubs off on me.
It is an option, yeah. I mean, we could probably do that. I don't know if it'd last a full 2 hours, but yeah.
What, because the game would just end because it would go so badly, or?
Yes. If you're gonna get my luck, you're not gonna last long. My luck and unmodded files, yeah.
Okay, that's pretty much everyone. So I guess we're moving on to recommendations. I never found, I don't think there's a section on American history on fanfiction.net, so I can't actually find anything.
You ain't looking hard enough.
Well, I guess it's time to do some digging.
I got one.
Well, by all means, Kenshi.
That's it? No smart-ass remarks from anyone else? No one got anything
I'm
to say?
stunned into silence. Sorry, I was just completely thrown by that. Okay.
I had forgotten how much of a big deal this was.
Yeah. Go for it.
You guys suck. All right. So.
I wasn't even joking. I was literally stunned into silence.
All right. So, because I haven't done this in a while, this one is quite far off my own beaten path I normally take. Because that was how far I had to go to find something I recommend. Okay. So, for
Take your
those
time.
of you,
I know it's been a while for you.
Yeah, I kind of forgot how to do this.
Yeah, got to get back on that horse.
I don't like horses.
Yeah, they kind of suck. Anyway.
Yeah. Okay, so this story is on fanfiction.net in the X-Men Evolution category. Now, for those of you unaware, X-Men Evolution is basically a Saturday morning cartoon alternate universe of the X-Men that came out back in like 2001, I want to say.
Oh yeah, I think I know that. Is that the one where they're younger?
Yeah, they're younger and they're in basically high school.
Yeah, I know that one.
I saw the whole series. Everyone. Yeah. Professor X and Wolverine. And, well, the leaders of both basically were reduced to high schoolers. It was also the one that gave Spike a
Yeah, Spike. He's not in this. So, called The New Girl. Basically takes place after whenever this series would end, I guess. Let's see. Basically, they're adults at this point. Not really adults, but like around college age, a little bit older than that.
Young adults.
Yes, young adults. See, Kitty Pryde moved out of the X Mansion and filled a spot for roommates in an apartment that is basically being lived in by Colossus, Gambit, and Pyro. And shenanigans and hijinks galore. This story is hilarious to me. There's very little actual, X-Men stuff happening, very little superhero things, very little use of the powers at all. It's just hilarious. It's basically mostly slice of life. It's great. I don't think there was a chapter that I didn't laugh at something. So I enjoy it. Gave me a few chuckles, and I hope it does for you guys as well.
Could anyone else?
I wish I did, but honestly, I'm still reading Ring of Condemnation. I guess I can recommend the one you suggested to me last week, Frost. That was really good.
Oh yeah, the one on QQ. Yeah.
Yeah. On Questionable Questing, there is a story called Frost. It's a Dragon Ball self-insert, sort of. I mean, that is really never brought up that he's from another world, actually. He's just an OC at this point. And he's Frieza and Cooler's brother. He has some very interesting motivations. He builds his own empire and is pretty focused on that right now. He's future-proofing himself, basically, for when this series canon starts. I do actually appreciate how the story really focuses on how powerful Frieza is just from birth. And that's kind of a big deal in the Cold family.
Yeah.
Because he's a brat, basically.
He's as strong as he was in the whole Namek saga without even training. So,
And so he's a brat, but he also has the power to destroy planets from age like 1 week. So, yeah, they kind of have to handle that delicately.
Which they don't, but yes.
Oh, they don't. They don't at all.
Yeah.
It's just kind of ignore
stay
it.
Stay hands off and like don't. Just let him. Just leave it alone.
Let him do his thing. He'll die eventually.
Yeah, and someone handles it for them, and it's pretty great. But yeah,
it's very entertaining. I just wish it was longer. It's I don't know what the actual word count is because it's not trackable.
It's fairly new. Yeah, only a couple, like maybe a month old. Like I was literally started looking at QQ, and this was one chapter long at that time, so very new. But yeah, focuses a lot on the family dynamic between the Cold clan, if you want to call them that, which is pretty cool.
It's about 15,000 words, roughly.
Okay. Put a link there for that. I want to check that out.
All right, I should probably link that.
I have a recommendation.
Okay.
This is a recommendation I literally just found and read while we started recommendations. It's Thomas the Tank Engine and Hamilton crossover. Well,
wow.
Someone's got to keep the American promise.
Okay. Just want to say, thank God, because I was at risk there of being the only one to not have a recommendation, which I don't think has ever happened. But Zero basically just cheated, and this isn't a real recommendation, so I feel vindicated a little bit.
Thomas Jefferson can't find a boat to get home from France. His only alternative is a train, but trains can't go across oceans, right?
No, they can't.
But what if they really try?
No.
I'll now do a live reading of this 114-word fic.
Oh, God.
Thomas Jefferson's coming home from France, James Madison informed the cabinet. When will he arrive? Someone asked. Soon, he should be here by now. Maybe his boat sank. Madison laughed. He didn't take a boat, he took the train. You can't ride a train across the ocean, Hamilton jeered. At that moment, Jefferson smashed through the back wall on a smiling tank engine. The Thomas the Tank Engine theme played as Hamilton was crushed and smashed by the oncoming train. Hello, I'm Thomas the Tank Engine. I am pulling a train of gasoline. I am on fire. Oh no. The
This
next day,
hurts
there was a
me.
large
This
crater where the
hurts
cabinet building
me.
would be.
Let him finish.
And that's it. It ends with Thomas the Tank Engine pulls into the cabinet building, is on fire, kills Hamilton, and then explodes.
Wow.
Presumably
Proper.
killing the rest of the cabinet, I guess.
Yes, there's a crater left where the cabinet used to be.
I have an actual recommendation that I am familiar with.
5 out of 5 stars.
5 out of 5 stars. You see, now that I know Hamilton and I can look into the fanfiction category, I can hurt you.
Link it.
I will.
Mm.
Slicer.
Right, so there's a Korean manhwa. It's actually saying called Hive,
the
where
languages
it's
are stupid.
the oxygen is getting kind of weird, and bugs are reacting in weird ways. And then literally a chapter later, giant insects are showing up and eating people. So it starts pretty quick. It's effectively the bug version of Jurassic Park, only the park is the planet. And yeah, it's pretty good. I like it a lot.
Okay. Patient, you also have a recommendation. And you actually ended up going last for this one. It's kind of surprising.
Well, everyone else's recommendation seems to be at the last minute. But I don't mind being patient.
Trying to
Must
regain
you.
your cred at this point? Is that what's happening?
Anyway, my recommendation is a big surprise. It's
You're cutting out a little bit. There.
my recommendation is a one-piece fic. Big surprise there. It's not the best fic I've ever read. It's got an interesting premise. It's done pretty well, and it's complete. So that's why I'm recommending it. It's called Future Meet the Past. It's an interesting sort of variation on time travel. Basically, post-Dressrosa Straw Hats are teleported back in time to the pre-Alabasta Straw Hats while they still had Ace with them. The time travel happens one by one with the characters in the future, and the main plot is basically a little of them interacting with each other and seeing the future, but mostly just getting some significant closure about Ace's death and the rest of the Straw Hats not being there for their captain at the time. So it's just a matter of closure, essentially. Just some interaction with a handful of other characters from the future, including some enemies who they have to fight off. It's 21 chapters, a little less than 70,000 words. It's, like I said, I recommend it for... It's interesting, it's done well. So.
That sounds very long for such a concept. Like, it sounds like that could have been done a lot shorter.
Well, like I said, they come to the past a bit more steadily, and a few fight scenes with some characters, and a few extra characters. I don't want to give too much away.
Fair enough. So is that it? Sorry.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. So that's recommendations. We got one more thing to do because it's the beginning of the month, motherfuckers.
Don't curse at me. I curse at you, bitch.
You nailed it. That's a solid comeback.
Shut up, Slicer. I don't need you to co-sign on my horrible, horrible comeback. All right.
Oh,
Just let it go.
to vamp for time while Casey's doing this, I managed to lose 4 sets of earbuds this week.
What is wrong with you?
Well, the
Tiny.
one set I was using, I seem to misplaced. It's probably back home on my computer desk somewhere. I didn't look. And then I bought 3 more because the usual pair I wear went on like super clearance, so I was able to afford 3 of them for the price of 1. And those are all in the same spot, which I somehow managed to put in a safe place, which I can no longer find.
Well, I guess it's really safe, even from you.
It's super safe. Nobody can find it, not even me.
Huh?
I don't like that sound. So who's seen Jumanji yet? Because apparently that movie made some bank.
It's real good.
I've
Is
seen
it
the
good?
original.
Yes.
I've seen the original version.
Yeah, the newer one's actually really good.
Cool. It's nice to know there's another good Jack Black film in existence. It's surprisingly not enough of those.
Jack Black plays the best character.
I would say he's the best, but all of them did a really good job.
Yeah,
honestly.
no, all of them did a really good job. Jack Black character stands out to me, but they were all really solid.
What are the ones that you don't consider good, Casey?
Well, he was in Neverending Story 3, if that helps.
Okay.
Oh my god.
He was in Tropic Thunder, which is still one of the finest comedies I've ever seen in my life.
It is a rather good movie.
We seem to have lost $14. I'm not entirely sure where.
Maybe it just hasn't processed yet.
Maybe. I mean, I'm comparing the Patreon statement of, hey, we have sent you this money, to the, hey, we should have sent you this money this month. And, yeah, there's a $14 difference there.
Well, check the account, see if that last 14 hasn't been transferred yet.
All of it says processed.
Damn Patreon stealing my money.
14, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Dear Patreon.
I mean, do you have a balance on Patreon presently?
Does it tell you when somebody's payment doesn't go through?
It does if you look at the list of patrons.
Yeah, that's what I've been looking at, and it says everything's been processed.
Well, that's weird.
Where would I find the balance, do you know?
Under account, hang on, let me pull up the site, see if, let's see. Loading.
This is kind of not great that we're doing this on air.
A little.
Just cut it out, you know?
Trying to
Just
distract
some
everyone from the
actual
fact this is
editing. There you
happening
go.
right now.
We can look into this later, and we'll just continue.
Oh yeah, here's something. Forgot to. Has anyone looked at the favorite count for Shinobi of the High Seas recently?
No.
Oh god,
don't
what
look-
happened?
What happened? I wasn't paying attention.
Apparently, the favorite count. Yeah. Okay. It's an over 9,000 joke. I understand.
But that's
was
not
terrible.
Dragon Ball.
Okay, so
You guys ever see in the Dragon Ball Super dub in the one arc where there's a copy Vegeta? The copy Vegeta is dubbed by the Ocean Dub voice actor who did the original It's Over 9,000 thing.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's actually really fun. Go back and look at that at some point.
I mean, I saw it. I didn't know that. I wasn't paying attention to that.
Okay, so I don't know what the hell's going on here, but I can still run through the people that donated because apparently their money went through somewhere. So Crossbrain donated $10. Thanks, Crossbrain, and such.
A pleasure as always.
Max Duel with $1. Greek Guy with $1. And Bomber BCM with $1. Thank you guys. You're cool.
Yay.
Yeah.
Sketchy appreciates you.
Tempest Dropper, $5. Thank you, Tempest Dropper. Yay.
Thank you. One of our longest running donators.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ethan F. Ethan F. donated $10. Thank you, Ethan F.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks, brah.
And Hugh8 donated $20. He did very briefly pop up on the Discord server and said, "Yeah, I'll be on the show," and then never followed up on that in any way, shape, or form. So
We're going to have to follow up with him,
So-
track him down.
Holler at us so we can get you on.
Yeah, again, we have the public Discord. The link should be in the description. So if you donate anything and you want us to follow up with the reward, please get in contact with us.
So, thanks everybody that donated and such. So I'm going to close that and try not to think about that for a little bit and see whether that actually follows through. In the meantime, I guess I'd like to thank everybody for listening to the Fandom Flux podcast episode. It's
207.
207.
There you go. Yep.
If you would like to get in contact with us, you can do so through the YouTube channel, through the comments, or through Discord, like Zero said. Please donate on Patreon if you feel so inclined. Hopefully it gets to us. Once again, I'd like to thank everybody for listening to the Fandom Flux podcast episode 207. Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.
See you guys.